Yeah, I at this stage, though, I think it's worth looking at that physical part more when it comes to Novak, particularly in this part of his career. I think the question isn't whether he can produce championship level tennis when he needs to. He absolutely can. We all know that. But I think it's whether he can sustain it for 7 best of
Best of
5
five
matches
matches.
and
Yeah.
how quickly he can recover every 2 days. And I think he can make it to the semis just like he did at well, he made it to the finals of the Australian Open. He
And
beat
semis
Sinner.
of Wimbledon. Yeah.
So yeah, and semi. So I think that he'll be just fine. He wanted to get up out of Ohio, and he has whatever condition he needs to address. Who knows what that is?
That
But
man has been playing Possum for over
right,
20 years
right.
now.
And
He's
they
damn
needed to
good at
learn.
it.
Oh, you and
And
my mom would go together real well. She could.
I'm only going to believe that he has an actual physical issue is if this is not probably not going to happen. They're never going to schedule him in the heat of the day on Arthur Ashe. But if they do, and he's playing against somebody who's 25, 26 and doesn't mind, keeping the ball in the court and rallying with him and has a little pace, if he starts hyperventilating and curling up into a baby fetus position, then we can be on to something. But until then, he's playing Possum.
But yeah.
We did see it in Australia, though. He got so lucky in Australia with Musetti. He got so lucky. Right. He's also lucky, too. Like, how are you a Possum and lucky? Man.
But I my thing there was just like that is a part of being great. I mean, it's not his fault that Musetti is also, yeah, like it's like a part of being great is sticking around. Who's gonna pop a groin first? You did. Well, then I'm into the semifinals and I'm gonna take out Sinner, and I'm like, so
because I'm well rested now.
So I think that, and it'll be interesting to see if he's not physically 100%, Sinner's not 100%, and Alcaraz is not 100%. I thought it was going to be so boring. It wasn't my favorite Grand Slam final of the year, Roland Garros, by any means, but it was interesting to see, like,
the lead up was
all these boys are dropping like flies. Who's going to win?
Yeah.
And so I think those three are not 100%. Zverev is never 100% because
he plays so much in the first
100%
8 months of the year.
Yeah. So I don't know. I do think if the favorites aren't 100%, what does that do for the rest of the draw? And I think everyone starts to play a lot more free. Mm-hmm. And you're seeing a lot more names like Taranti or Cobolli or, different Ben Shelton, Taylor Fritz. So you're like, Brandon Nakashima. The list goes on where you're just like, who said you, like, since when have you been this good? And it's like, yeah, I guess when you change the camera angle to someone else, you're like, oh.
And you give that space of, like, I don't want to call it B-tier tennis, but it's just great tennis that isn't necessarily producing the highest of the highs, like
it's definitely B+, but yeah.
I mean, they're passing. They're absolutely
passing. I mean, these are top 10 players, top 20 players. It's just like when the top 2 to 3 are greatest of all time, it really does skew what, like, really great tennis looks like.
I like the fact that we're looking at A-. We're looking at A- level ATP stars kind of ballot out for these.
Yeah, they're
for
really
these
A-. Yeah, the A+ is just so it's just so unbelievable. But they truly are A-.
Yeah, I like
it. Players.
But we'll see what Djokovic does because that Possum is prime.
Oh, he's bringing it to New York.
He's and his draw is not going to be hard. He's not going to get some, like, raging, speeding up the ranking kind of player. He's going to work himself into the U.S. Open.
But he has had some of those matches, though, where those young guys, I mean, they play the best. And so he beats them in 4. But there is that one set where you're like, who is this? And then they go up to the net and they're like, oh, my God, I've loved you so much. And Djokovic is, like, holding their neck like their father. It's like, all right, get this.
Oh, yeah, that whole song and dance. If you like that song and dance for Novak Djokovic, go check out his recently debuted documentary on Amazon Prime. I may get around to it, but I haven't watched Roger or Rafa's yet, so I certainly won't be starting with Novak Djokovic. So
yeah,
get to it when I get to it. Let's get to some of those other A- players we just mentioned. Flavio Cobolli, the number 7 seed. Let's do a live check-in on his match against Tommy Paul because they've been playing in the time we've been speaking, and it is a set all.
Oh wow, yeah.
They're playing for a spot in the semifinals. Paul versus Cobolli. Tommy Paul took the first set 6-2. Cobolli took the second set 6-3, and they are on serve very early in the third set. So we'll be keeping an eye out on that. And keep your eye out on that because one of those players is going to be in the semis for sure. I have interesting thoughts about Cobolli because one, everybody keeps telling me he looks like Tyriq Withers.
I saw that. I kind of saw it. I was like, he looks mixed.
If you squint, yeah, he got a
my
little.
mom is like, those Italians, the way Italy curves around. You're like,
it is close to Africa, huh?
It gets, yeah, it's like.
it gets
What's
a
your
little
background?
combined.
Yeah,
I know that's right.
Because Sinner's from the Alps, like that's a different part of Italy. Cobolli, who knows where he's from? It's like, you look really tan. Maybe you could do the cornrows.
Maybe. I still don't know if that was AI or not. Like, he never came out and fully like moved with the cornrows. Let's hope it was AI, because Carlos didn't rock it well at all. But
don't butcher the cornrow. Like, don't piss me off.
Respect us.
Right.
Cobolli has been putting in some good performances this year. I just do think that there's kind of like what we said. He's at an A- level at his very highest level, and I think he can squeeze out to an A+. Like, he was very close to winning the French Open this year. He got to the Wimbledon quarterfinals 2 years in a row. Like, there is second weekend.
I think he's B+. I think A- is being generous.
I feel a little. I'm more inclined to be generous with Cobolli because he passes my eye test. I see a level of pace and dynamicism in his game that I feel like can live with Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner. Maybe not for long, and maybe those two have to be off their game a little bit, but it's there. Things kind of have to work in his direction.
So you put him above or with like a Fonseca?
With.
Okay.
Yeah. Fonseca hasn't shown me that he can live with Cobolli's highest level yet. I mean, it's in the, the proof is in the pudding. Fonseca hasn't been to a Grand Slam semi or final.
Yeah, but also did Cobolli really? Because he didn't play against Arnaldi.
Yeah, but in that final, I think if he plays that again and has just a touch more experience and calms down, he could definitely walk away from that match the winner. He was close enough. It's not like Zverev
for sure. Oh yeah,
You know, it's not like Zverev just blew him out of the water.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's a world where he's a French Open champion now. And he already has experience. I think he's won, I mean, not a 1,000 yet, but he's won Acapulco, which is a 500. And I think another 500 somewhere else that I can't remember.
He's definitely a player you don't want to see in your section. And I think, to your point, you want to see him get to a point where he's a player where people expect him to win the tournament. And so he's somewhere in between. Like, I don't want to see him in my section, but I don't think he's winning this tournament. At least that's how I would describe him. Like, right, he's definitely dangerous if he's in your quarter, if he's in your section. I wouldn't be like, similar to Pegula, out of all the players that are left, I wouldn't pick you as the one that's going to win.
I mean, we land back to Pegula. Hey, that's so funny. Well, wishing Cobolli luck, and similarly, Tommy Paul. We've talked about how, you know, he's one of our favorite players to watch. He got a big win over Alexander Zverev after saving a match point in the second set tiebreak. So Cobolli and Tommy Paul are out there giving it their all, and one of them will be in the semis. So wishing both of them luck.
Yeah.
And we need to figure out how we can get Tyriq Withers and Flavio Cobolli in the same room together, because they probably don't have either clue who the other is.
Maybe in New York, that would be, I mean, that's the best bet. Like, I definitely see Tyriq Withers showing up to a night match. So,
Christina, we are making connections happen. We're putting together events, WTA, ATP, Laver Cup, and beyond.
Right now, it's all free. Get us while it's free.
Yes. We're giving you social media commentary and all kind of things. Just, you don't know what you got, okay?